Do you know, there's another thing I do sometimes to try and not give myself a hard time. I'm looking at the notes here. When it's writing songs, and that is when you get that kind of block thing or something, or it's the same thing if you're recording something, take yourself away and come back to it. So to try and find, I'm trying to do this with some practice techniques.
Right.
It's boring, and it probably is quite boring, but there's some that are quite interesting. So there's two things. One's called the harmonized scale.
Right, okay.
The harmonized scale, which is quite a straightforward thing. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I don't know if this is back to front in it. So you've got, say it's in G, right? So G major. There's your scale, right? So but you're doing it in chords. So it's in chords. So you've got
right, lovely.
So that's position 1, right? So you can do it in position 2. I'll give you a reference to a great book for this in a minute. So position 2, you've got and all you're doing is basically this thing. It goes, and it's an all. This is a great songwriting. I'm going to get to why this is a great songwriting trick, because it major, minor, minor, major, 7th, minor, diminished, major, right? Okay. So if I'm writing a song, and then there's a third position, do you know what I mean? Which is down here, which is the same thing. So you're going major, minor, minor, major, 7th, minor, diminished, major, right? So there's 3 positions up. So instead of having to go all the way up here, I can just, if I'm doing it in the key of G,
you mean just like versions, or when you say positions, you just mean the versions of the chords?
Same chords, and I'm just doing it in 3 different positions.
Right.
So
okay.
If I'm writing a song in G,
right,
for example, so I'm going, something like I'm going. And then I'm thinking, where the hell did I go here? Do you know what I mean? I know if I play any of the chords in that harmonized scale, it's all going to be in the same key. Now, all these words when I read them the first time are just like, oh, what the fuck's that? Same key, harmonized scale. What is that? But all it is there's a set of chords that all work together. So you I know if I'm in G, an A minor is going to work. Right. I also know if I'm G, a B minor is going to work. I also know if I'm G, C major is going to work. I know a D7 is going to work. I know an E minor is going to work. I know an F sharp diminished is going to work, and I know a G is going to work.
Right.
So if I'm trying to write a song and I'm going, so that one I was doing, making up days for the time wasted, waking up days to all the different places. I'm in C. I'm like, where'd I go? So I know in the key of C, from doing this harmonized scale thing, the A minor's always in the key of C. So it's like, I know what it's like to be, and I always know E minor's always in, cold and sore, and then F's always in there, G's always in C. So there's these things. So it seems quite a lot, and it's like, oh my God, that's taking the fun out of it. I just want to write a fucking song and play. So whenever I'm writing songs and playing, I do it the same way as anyone else writes a song and plays. You just play the chords, hear something, a melody, try and write some words to it, and sooner or later something will click, hopefully, and you'll get the song. So whenever I'm driving myself nuts with a song, I just do a practice technique, and I go, right, I'm going to do that harmonized scale thing. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Which is, and I literally spend 10 minutes just going.
Is that harmonized scale? Is that like a phrase? I could look that up on the internet and I would come across that. Is that right? Is that what it's called? The harmonized scale.
Harmonized scale.
Right.
So
okay.
all the harmony is that's a G chord. Right? So there's a G chord. So all these notes are in harmony. So it's it's G. So you get a first, a third, and a fifth. That's your harmony. It doesn't matter if I always think to myself, when I was first hearing this, I was going, oh, what the hell is that? I didn't really understand it at all. Do you know what I mean? So as a practice technique to take myself away from the song, I thought I'm just going to learn the harmonized technique. So it's and I kind of go through it. There's another thing which is good that I find helpful for songwriting, which is learning what do you call them? It's called intonations of chords.
Right.
So it's just different ways of playing the same chord, basically. But it just gives a slightly different feel to it. So I don't spend too much time going through all this. Do you know what I mean? It's just every now and then I get the thing. So I've got the book in front of me or whatever it is, the thing on YouTube or the chords on Google, and I just look at it and I do it for 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean? So if I'm doing G, I know I can play G there. I know I can play G there. I know I can play G there. I know I can play it there. I know I can play it there, like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's all the same. I think, well, if it's the same chord, why do it? And fair enough. But at the same time, it just gives it a different feel.
I mean, that kind of stuff can help you to arrange your songs as well, because you can place things in different places in the frequency range. You know,
absolutely.
You know
that there's a beautiful song, "Summertime," right? Which everyone plays, and so everyone knows this chord. So it's summertime, and most people might sing it in A minor. So it's like going to this. So it's that summertime. It's that kind of summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping. It's the D minor, and the cotton is high.
Yeah.
So that's the basic song. So once you know different intonations of chords and stuff like that, you just start using them in a song. So instead of playing A minor there, I know that you can play A minor here.
Yeah, yeah.
But instead of playing A minor just straight, I've learned from doing all these wee 10-minute exercises every now and then, whenever I can be bothered, just to take my mind away from it, I'll play an A minor 7. So that's A minor 7 as opposed to...
Okay.
And that, it's the same chords, so instead of going... I'll do it up here, A minor 7. As an intro to the song, instead of playing A minor 7, what's an A minor 6? And it's just you just learn the chords. So instead of going A minor 7, I'll do A minor 6 to start off, and it gives it this tone.
Yeah.
I've gone from summertime to
which has got a bit of interest to it, yeah. A bit unusual.
A bit of interest, yeah. And there's a beautiful turnaround in summertime, right, when it comes to hush, little baby, don't you cry.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a beautiful turnaround I want to share with the group here, Jim, which is just going C to F major 7.
Right, okay.
To normal F to E.
Right.
To A, and then you do a quick wee diminished B here.
Right, okay.
And it sounds like that. Hush, little. And it just gives it another wee thing.
Yeah, so nice.
So it just a wee practice technique.
Yeah.
And it's helped me with songwriting. It's the harmonized scale.
Yeah, I've definitely got that.
And